You're at a coffee shop and the guy next to you is wearing a faded t-shirt, driving a 10-year-old Honda, checking his phone like everyone else. You'd never guess he has $2 million invested and hasn't worried about money in years. Meanwhile, the person posting luxury vacation photos on Instagram is 3 months behind on their credit card payments. Here's what's going to mess with your head. Real wealth doesn't look like wealth. The richest people you'll ever meet have habits so boring, so unglamorous, so quietly effective that most people completely overlook them. Today, I'm showing you 8 habits that separate the quietly wealthy from everyone else who's just pretending. My name is Ivan, and I spend way too much time thinking about money, wealth psychology, and why some people seem to effortlessly build wealth while others stay stuck in the same financial patterns for decades. If you're someone who wants to understand the real mechanics behind wealth building instead of just hoping things will magically improve, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if it ends up helping you see money differently. Here's why this matters. We're constantly bombarded with images of what wealth is supposed to look like. Designer clothes, luxury cars, exotic vacations, expensive watches. But that's performance wealth, not real wealth. The people who actually have money don't waste energy proving it to strangers. They've built systems, mindsets, and patterns that quietly compound in the background while everyone else is chasing appearances. Understanding these habits gives you a blueprint for what actually works instead of what just looks impressive on social media. Habit number 1, they automate everything so wealth builds without thinking. Quietly wealthy people are lazy, but in a brilliant way. They don't waste mental energy on repetitive money tasks. Instead, they build systems that do the hard work for them. Every month, their income is automatically divided. A portion goes straight into investments. Another chunk feeds their emergency fund. Bills get paid automatically. Retirement accounts get funded without lifting a finger. Automation eliminates emotional decision making. There's no temptation to spend what's already allocated. It's like creating invisible financial discipline that protects you from yourself. You'll never find quietly wealthy people waking up in a panic, realizing they forgot to pay a credit card bill or skipped a month of investing. And the benefits are massive. Let's say you automate $500 a month into an index fund, you forget about it, keep working, and check back in a decade. That alone could grow into tens of thousands without a single emotional decision. Wealth grows silently when your money is always moving in the right direction without effort. Stop relying on motivation. Build the system once, then let it run quietly in the background while you live your life. Habit number 2, they buy less but spend smarter. Quietly wealthy people aren't cheap. They're strategic. They know that buying something cheap that breaks in a year is more expensive than buying something high quality that lasts a decade. That's why they'll gladly spend $300 on a pair of boots that will outlive 5 pairs of trendy knockoffs. They see every purchase as an investment. That doesn't mean they spend more. It means they spend better. They research, compare, and make purchases that will add long-term value to their lives, not short-term dopamine. You won't find them splurging on designer sneakers, but you might see them investing in ergonomic office chairs, high-quality kitchen appliances, or tools that make them more efficient. This mindset trickles into every area of spending, from how they choose insurance plans to travel bookings to how they furnish their homes. They value function over flash, longevity over trends, and peace of mind over clout. It's a game of priorities, and quietly wealthy people are masters of picking what actually matters. Habit number 3, they obsess over net worth, not income. Most people brag about their income. Quietly wealthy people obsess over something else, their net worth. Income is how fast money flows in. Net worth is what's left after the bills, the debt, and the spending. You could earn $150,000 a year and still be broke. Or you could earn $60,000 and build a 7-figure portfolio over time. The difference? One is focused on appearances, the other is focused on assets. The quietly wealthy track their net worth like their life depends on it. They know their total assets, their total liabilities, and they understand how small consistent increases compound over years. Some even break it down by asset class. How much is in real estate? How much is in stocks? How much is liquid cash? Their goal is not to win the spending Olympics, it's to win back their time. Because once your net worth hits a certain point, you no longer need to trade hours for dollars. That's when real freedom begins. If you want to start your wealth journey, stop focusing on your salary alone. Ask, what do I actually keep? What am I building? Habit number 4, They think in decades, not paychecks. Most people think in paychecks and months. Quietly wealthy people think in decades. They know the power of compound growth and they're playing a very different game. Instead of jumping on the latest trend, they're asking, what will this decision look like in 10 years? That mindset shifts everything. It means they're okay saying no to vacations they can't truly afford. It means they delay gratification because they're not thinking about comforts today. They're thinking about freedom tomorrow. Compound growth isn't flashy, it's not immediate, but over time, it's unstoppable. Imagine investing $10,000 at age 25. At a 7% annual return, that becomes $76,000 by age 65. Now imagine doing that every year. Quietly wealthy people know this math by heart. It shapes how they live. They don't fear missing out on trends, they fear missing out on peace, options, and long-term abundance. Habit number 5, they build multiple income streams you never see. Wealthy people don't depend on just one paycheck. They understand that relying on a single income is like walking a tightrope with no safety net. Instead, they build multiple streams of income slowly and strategically. It might start with dividend stocks, then maybe a rental property, later a small business or digital product that brings in passive sales. It's not about becoming a workaholic. It's about getting your money to work even when you don't. Quietly wealthy people see their income as a layered portfolio. Each stream supports the others. If one dries up, the others still flow. And here's the kicker, they start small. A $100 monthly income stream might not seem like much, but multiply that over a year. Then add a few more. Suddenly you've got thousands coming in with no active effort. It's not magic, it's strategy and patience. And over time, it builds a fortress of financial freedom. Habit number 6, their lifestyle doesn't inflate when their income does. Ever notice how some people get a raise and suddenly have a new car, upgraded apartment, and fancy gadgets? That's lifestyle inflation, and it's a silent wealth killer. Quietly wealthy people resist that urge. When their income increases, their spending doesn't. At least not much. They've already built a life they enjoy, so there's no pressure to upgrade just because they can. Instead of reacting to more money with more spending, they pause. They might upgrade one small thing, a better mattress, a gym membership, higher quality food, but the bulk of their raise goes toward investments and savings. They understand that every lifestyle upgrade often comes with a long-term price. A bigger house means higher taxes, maintenance, and pressure to furnish it. A new car might come with payments, insurance hikes, and depreciation, so they hold off. The result? Margin, freedom, peace, and far more money to redirect toward building real wealth. Habit number 7, they stay calm in chaos while others panic. When markets crash, economies wobble, or jobs disappear, most people panic. They sell low, freeze up, or make emotional money decisions that backfire. But quietly, wealthy people respond, not react. They zoom out, they take a breath, they see the bigger picture. And while others are panicking, they're often buying undervalued assets, cutting waste, and setting themselves up for the rebound. This calm comes from 2 things, preparation and mindset. They have emergency funds, low debt, long-term investments. They've already built buffers so they don't have to scramble. More importantly, they aren't living for public opinion. They're not chasing approval on social media. They're not driven by fear. Because they've done the work in advance, they can keep a level head while everyone else spirals. That emotional control is a wealth building skill in itself, and it's one of the biggest reasons they stay rich while others start over. Habit number 8, they measure wealth by options, not possessions. Here's the habit most people never develop, and it's the one that separates the quietly wealthy from everyone else. Quietly wealthy people don't measure their success by what they own. They measure it by what they can choose not to do. Think about that for a second. The person with a garage full of luxury cars but drowning in debt has 0 options. One job loss and the whole house of cards collapses. But the person with a modest car, a reasonable home, and $1 million invested, they can walk away from toxic jobs. They can take 6 months off to travel or start a business. They can help family members in crisis without financial stress. They can make decisions based on what they want instead of what they need. This is a psychological shift that changes everything. When you're building wealth to accumulate possessions, you're never satisfied. There's always something bigger, newer, more expensive to chase. But when you're building wealth to accumulate options, you know exactly when you've won. You've won when you can say no to things that don't serve you, when you can choose how you spend your time instead of selling it to the highest bidder. Quietly wealthy people wake up every day with choices. They work because they want to, not because they have to. They spend time with people they actually enjoy instead of networking out of desperation. They pursue projects that interest them instead of grinding for a paycheck. That's what real wealth looks like. Not a collection of expensive things, but a collection of meaningful choices. So here's your assignment. Take inventory of your options, not your possessions. Can you afford to quit your job tomorrow if it became toxic? Can you take 3 months off without financial panic? Can you help someone you love without checking your bank balance first? If the answer is no to all of these, you're not building real wealth yet. You're just accumulating stuff. These aren't overnight moves. They're lifetime shifts. But if you follow them long enough, you'll wake up one day and realize you're quietly wealthy too. And the best part, nobody will even notice except you.